How come people are behaving egotistically and being an asshole? What you need to recognize is that they are you. Actually, it's really easy to see patterns in others, the way they're egotistical, the way they're kind of stingy with their money, the way they are suspicious of other people. What you need to recognize is that you're projecting your feelings and behavior onto them. So if they're suspicious of you, chances are you're suspicious of them. So what you need to do is kind of to turn around the whole dynamic and just love them. You have to not be suspicious of them. You have to think that they're good people. And then you may turn the dynamic around. But if you kind of see them as bad people, they will continue to behave like bad people. You have to see their higher self. So point is, recognize that they are you. Recognize that you have these patterns in you. You're the narcissist. You're the person that is kind of feeling not seen, that are being strategic to get what you want, that is seeking validation. You have all these things in you also. And you're also the empath. Like most of us have all these traits. So what we kind of need to do is to be our best selves and also see the best in others. And, one of the things that is super hard is that it's hard to see the patterns that we have in ourselves. Like for me, for example, to give an example, I speak too loudly. And people tend to say that to me all the time. And the reason why I speak too loudly is that in my family, nobody listened to the others, and everybody tried to speak as loudly as possible to get heard. But nobody listened. Everyone just tried to speak as loudly as possible to kind of get across their point of view. So this is kind of in my DNA. So the minute I'm in a social setting, I'll start talking louder and louder. And I don't notice myself. It's not until someone, and then it's typically someone in my family, kind of, tells me that I, become aware of this. Because it's automatic. And we have tons of automatic patterns like that. The third thing I would say that it's a good thing to work on if you wonder why people are behaving like an asshole. Because it's, of course, because you're projecting what you're thinking about them is kind of making them being more of an asshole. So that was the first point. But you've got to pay attention to your own thoughts and behavior. And that's kind of your job, which is why I kind of want to ask, do you notice those sneaky feelings coming, kind of sneaking in on you without you even noticing? Like if you feel those jealous feelings, for example, about someone else succeeding with something that you really wanted to accomplish, like for example, this friend of yours have 3 times as many followers as you, and you're like, instead of being happy for them. To arrest yourself just right there and now, because you need to kind of recognize that they are you. If they succeed, you succeed. That's the truth of the universe. So if you don't owe them that, if you don't, feel happy for them, it's not going to work out for you either, because you are them. That's how you need to self-correct. And with other negative feelings as well. So if you feel kind of feelings of hatred, arrest yourself. And then, just watch watch that emotion and recognize that you have that emotion, and then also know that you don't have to listen to that type of negative self-talk. So this is, some techniques to see through your own bullshit. And if you're actually successful in doing this, it should, you should see improvements in your life.